Man, can I just say, Jonathan Hickman, you are an amazing writer. We are now getting to that point where it's an all-out war happening between Harry Osborn, Mysterio, which is Gwen Stacy, but also Peter Parker, going up against the last few members of the Sinister Six. Hickman has been building up to this moment. Now, before we're able to officially dive into issue number 17, we have to remember that this issue is picking up where the last few storylines had left off at. For example, we had believed that Kraven had killed off Harry Osborn because you had Kraven kidnap Peter and Harry. Now, we found out later on that Harry was not killed off by Kraven. And matter of fact, he is alive thanks to Mysterio. But we also learned Mysterio was Gwen Stacy. Now, technically, it's not just Gwen. There's a whole council that makes up the Mysterio persona, basically. And so in this issue right here, we're kind of figuring out who are the different members of this Mysterio council, but it's also Gwen and Harry going to war against the Sinister Six. And so as we get into the opening pages of this issue alone, we pick up with Harry Osborn meeting up with Uncle Ben. And this is pretty huge because for Peter, he has no idea that technically Harry is alive. To Peter, Harry's still dead, and Peter and Mary Jane, their family, they're on the run right now. They're trying their best to stay away from the Kingpin and the last few members of the Sinister Six. But this is Harry coming to Uncle Ben saying hey, Ben, listen, so I'm not dead, I'm alive, but also I need to get a hold of Peter. I need Peter's help. Please tell me that you have a way to get a hold of him. And for Uncle Ben, he's kind of yeah, I do, but hold on. We all thought you died. You have no idea what your death did to Peter. It literally broke him down. He is full of rage. His family is currently on the run. You have no idea what you did to Peter. But again, is Harry kind of I know, I'm apologizing, but right now I need Peter. Now, later on in the day, we pick up with Gwen Stacy. Now, by this point, Gwen is officially in charge of Oscorp because with the death of Harry Osborn, it had to go to somebody that he trusts. That would be Gwen Stacy. Now, here's the thing, because we see Gwen meeting up with Robbie Robertson. And for Robbie, he still works for the Daily Bugle. That's not the big factor here. Right now, we are learning that Robbie is one of the people alongside with Gwen that makes up the Mysterio Council. Now, here's the thing, because for Robbie, with him working for the Daily Bugle, he's kind of listen, I came here to give you those reports, but I have to know, what are you going to do with those reports? Because we Mysterios have to stick together. Now, before Gwen is able to give him some kind of answer, that is when she is told, that her 4:00 meeting has arrived. And that meeting is with the Kingpin. Now, the reason why the Kingpin is here because it's the Kingpin saying hey, listen, I want to make sure that we're able to establish the same kind of agreement I had with your husband. And matter of fact, I brought Mr. Wesley here to kind of make sure you do sign off on everything when it comes to our agreement. Now, you have the Kingpin walk away just like that. Now, once the Kingpin leaves, we learn that Mr. Wesley is also one of the members of the Mysterio Council as well. So it kind of makes sense on how Gwen Stacy was able to find the Kraven when it came to him holding on to Peter and Harry in an earlier storyline. But either way, you do have Mr. Wesley hand Gwen Stacy the amulet. Now, with this amulet, it allows her to be Mysterio for at least 1 week. And so right after he leaves, Harry walks into the office. And it's Gwen saying listen, we only have this item for 1 week. In that 1 week, we can do so much. So you know what? It's now time for us to go to war. And it's kind of cool because you do have Harry stop by the lab of Dr. Octavius. Now, when he does, it's really more of Harry saying hey, listen, I need my suit, but also I need you to do a few things for me when it comes to Peter and his family. And so for Dr. Octavius, he now has to go over to the home of Peter Parker to make sure it's very secure. Because for Harry, he needs Peter back here when they go to war against the different members of the Sinister Six. Now, with all that being said, it's also Dr. Octavius telling Harry what else he needs when it comes to building the right equipment to allow Harry to win this war. So everything is slowly coming together. And of course, this issue right here is kind of like just the prelude for the big war. The next 2 chapters for sure are going to be truly amazing. But either way, Harry and Doc Ock, they go their separate ways. Now, something else we have to remember. When it comes to Harry Osborn, his Green Goblin suit, it has an AI system installed in it. The AI system acts just like Norman Osborn. And so you have Norman right now, this AI version of him, just talking down to Harry. Now, for me personally, I kind of feel like this plot line right here might go somewhere very soon. But either way, it's the AI Norman kind of like, you got captured? You were almost killed off? Hold on real quick. Your wife is now in charge of our company, the family company? Like, what in the world are you doing? How much can you disappoint me? Like, you are the worst son ever. And for Harry, it's kind of like, yeah, Dad, I know, whatever. Either way, it's Harry getting into the goblin armor. And then he flies over, picks up Mysterio, aka Gwen Stacy, and they head over to this building. And kind of find out for Harry, he now has rockets in his armor along with his glider. And so he shoots a few rockets right at this building, blowing a hole right into it. Now we learn here that this building is a building that belongs to Mr. Negative. Here's the catch. You see, this building is a bomb factory. Now, it used to be an apartment building, but most of the people left when he arrived. Some folks stayed behind because, of course, they had nowhere else to go. Now, here's the thing, because for Harry, he's kind of like, hey, why in the world they're not shooting at us for? It is Gwen telling Harry like, well, if they did, their bullets could cause an explosion in this building. But they do have swords. Now, you do have Gwen tell Harry, your goal is to get the innocent people out of here while I take care of the bombs. So just like that, you have Harry being able to accomplish that goal that was given to him. Now, for Gwen, she does take care of the bombs, but not in the way that Harry thought she would. The bomb still goes off. Now, for Harry, he's kind of like, hey, what if I missed somebody when it came to the innocent people living in that building? Now, for Gwen, she's kind of like, if you did, oh well. But technically, I wanted to make a statement. I want them to know that we're now going to war. And the last 2 pages, man, the last 2 pages for me is just perfect because it's Harry right now just calling up Peter. Now, at first, it's Uncle Ben calling up Peter. And it's Peter like, hey, Uncle Ben, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. But you did have Harry get on the line. And it's Harry telling Peter like, hey, 1, I am alive. But 2, I need you to come back home. And just like that, we are now getting into the turf war. Like, man, Jonathan Hickman, I can't wait. But with that being said, guys, please leave me a like down below and subscribe. But guys, see y'all next time. Later.